Hey, welcome back to another episode of Discombobulated. I'm your host, Bobby J Cox. And are you fucking totally ready for the totality? Everyone's so excited. I can't wait. Oh my God. Guys, do you know in the middle of the day it's going to be dark for 4 minutes? Yeah. Wait 8 hours. It'll last longer. Well, everyone, I don't, honestly, how everyone's getting excited today, I think I could, resell, how good I am, instead of being, some guys are like, hey, I last all night long. I'm like, I last 4 minutes in the middle of the day. Bring your fucking sunglasses. Okay, Google. What does totality mean?
On the website merriam-webster.com, they say, a combined amount, sum, whole. 2. The quality or state of being total, entirety. Okay. Rejected the scheme in its totality.
Gotcha, I should have been more specific.
To find out more, look for the link in your Google Home or Google Assistant app.
I'm not going to do that. Okay, Google, what is going to happen for the eclipse tomorrow?
According to Wikipedia, an eclipse is an astronomical event that occurs when an astronomical object or spacecraft is temporarily obscured, by passing into the shadow of another body or by having another body pass between it and the viewer. This alignment of three celestial objects is known as a syzygy. An eclipse is the result of either an occultation or a transit.
Well, I didn't know tomorrow we were going to have a syzygy. Are you kidding me? Since I've been a kid, I've been wanting to see that. No, that's since I was a kid. Since I was, you're like a young boy. You hear about scissor. That's crazy. I didn't know that. Also, UFO. I kind of thought we were just talking about the moon. I didn't know it could be a UFO. It could be a body. It could just be two chicks scissoring. I guess that's what it could be, the scissoring of... I really got to hear that again. Okay, Google, what is happening during the solar eclipse?
On the website cbsnews.com, they say, the moon, while orbiting Earth, passes between the planet and the sun in such a way that it appears to cross directly in front of the star, temporarily blocking its light from view. With the sun behind it, a shadow of the moon is cast onto Earth.
Gotcha. How often? And then they happen pretty often, not all the time, but they didn't have those fucking 3D or the fucking I'm thinking about that sketch we did. They didn't have those eclipse glasses. So what the fuck did cavemen do? Because they definitely didn't know about how your retinas worked. So did we just have a bunch of fucking generate a whole generations of people that looked up, went blind, and then they had kids, and then they're like, well, no one can see as good as I can see. I must be a prophet. I must be the chosen one. That was 100% what happened back in the day, is that the first time an eclipse happened, they were just like, sorry, the gods. And then it's weird to think that if you think gods are mad at you, they're like, how about we start lopping heads off? You're like, oh, did he tell you to do that? Yeah, he did. He didn't tell me to do that. Anyway, yeah, I think tomorrow I'm going to go. You got to watch it. You got to see it. There is a guy that's going to be, I know that there's a motivational podcast, a guy that's like, and tomorrow I know the eclipse is happening, but while it's happening, you still keep fucking grinding. Do not stop grinding. While it gets darker outside, your soul gets darker inside too. Dude, those financial motivational videos are just like what Ebenezer Scrooge would have loved to have listened to. If Ebenezer Scrooge had those fucking motivational the financial videos and stuff, he could have still had that whole dream where he loses his life and everything, and he would just be like, I don't care. I grind every day. He would learn no lesson. Oh, he's like, Tiny Tim, fuck that kid. I don't care. He's like, he can't walk. He's like, who cares? There's a lot of people. Anyway. Oh man, what was I saying? got off having some fun. So much fun. Yeah, but they didn't have glasses back in the day, and yeah, so their vision, yeah, probably got all fucked. But yeah, someone tomorrow's gonna miss it. I'm not gonna miss it. I'll probably leave work for a little bit, and as far as I understand it, there's only like a stretch where you get the totality, which means that there's going to be a lot of traffic, and I probably shouldn't do it. But yeah, it's like where you can see it like fully blocking the sun, I guess. Because that's what's happening, right? I think the moon's going in the middle of us, right? Let me think. What other thing would happen? Okay, so it's like the one you got here's the Earth. Okay, cool. Here's the Earth. Okay, great. And then the fucking moon's going around us, and that could get in the way. But also, what the fuck's the other one? Okay, Google, what kind of eclipses are there?
On the website science.nasa.
Oh, dude, the fucking feds hate that. Dude, they're listening to us. Okay, Google, what are the different kind of eclipses?
Here's something different. On the website nps.gov, they say 2 types of eclipses are visible from Earth. An eclipse of the moon and an eclipse of the sun. A lunar eclipse occurs when the Earth moves between the sun and the moon, blocking the sunlight that is normally reflected by the moon.
Why can't I understand that? I have to look up a picture. Okay, hold on. Types of eclipse. Types of eclipses with diagrams. Okay. So yeah, there's the total eclipse, which we're going to get tomorrow, and it's the moon's in the middle of the Earth. And so you're like, okay. There's an annular eclipse, which looks shockingly similar. The sun's behind the moon, and in this one, okay, anyway, and a partial eclipse. Okay, yeah, that's... Oh, here we go. Come on, that's got to be the one, right? Okay, yeah. So... I don't even know why we talk about that one. The lunar eclipse seems lame. What? So it's like the moon doesn't get light, so it's like dark. Okay, I'm not even interested. That's why I'm confused, because I'm uninterested. You should sit in that. If you're ever confused, just know it's because you don't need to learn that fucking shit. Sometimes people are confused, like I should probably work harder. Just fucking don't learn that. There's too many things to learn. You can't learn all of them. But yeah, so okay, tomorrow we have a solar eclipse. Okay, cool. But yeah, I'm gonna go watch that. I watched the fucking whatever the last one we had, and yeah, we made a sketch about it. We did this thing where it was like is me and my buddy Rafe and John. We had this sketch group, and we were like, we're gonna watch it, but I put on 3D glasses because I wanted to see it in 3D. And then my eyes bled out of my head. But, yeah, there's something fucking, I don't know. There's something so, yeah, like weird that it's like going to happen. And luckily that we do know it's going to happen so we don't start lopping heads off. But yeah, I'm definitely going to go and watch it. And then what sucks is that we're all going to watch it. It's going to be dark during the day, which happens at night. It's not going to be, like it would need to be like fucking purple everywhere or something for it to be like really cool. But it's going to get dark. We're all going to look up, and then as soon as it's going to be done, we're all just going to have our little glasses, and fucking everyone's just going to fucking throw them in the streets. How come why do we have to buy those? Why don't those just come in the mail, like from, like they should just send you those. They're free to make. There's some guys that might forget. There's got to be a guy that's going to be out tomorrow and just be like, what's going on? And then look up, and his eyes burn out of his head. My roommate just told me, she was like, hey, tomorrow, if you're not home during that, make sure you leave. You're like that. My dog's not outside, because they will look up, and it's bad for their eyes too. So fucking make sure you keep your animals. What's gonna happen to but yeah, what do cows do? Are they fucking putting why do I keep saying 3? Are they fucking putting these eclipse glasses on like cows? Like, and horse, like, what are they gonna, where, dude, I gotta look that up, and I'll try to ask Google, but she's not gonna know anything. Okay, Google, what do you do for animals during an eclipse?
Sorry, I didn't understand.
Oh my God, yes you did. Animals, what to do if they can't wear eclipse glasses during eclipse. Shop glasses. God, dude, living in America is wild. How do animals shouldn't see and then what do we do about the animals during the eclipse? Buy glasses here. Can't find eclipse glasses? Here's what to do. Yeah, make your own. No, just fucking go to bed. It'll be even darker than it is outside. Anxiety bedtimes, how animals may react to the eclipse. Here we go. New York Times. Let's go. Anxiety bedtime mating. Uh-oh. Didn't know all of this was going to get affected. Dude, your fuck schedule's going to get fucked up. No. God damn it. Continue with an email address. Oh, I got to fuck. Okay, cool. So we're just not going to know that because I'm not going to pay for that. I tell you what. The NPR, are you going to let us read it for free? They sure are. They sure the fuck are. Oh, okay, so around St. Louis, it'll be around this 2 p.m. Okay, cool. All right, so around 2 p.m., how do I keep all the animals safe? There's a little picture of a fucking dog wearing the glasses. Dude, the amount of pop-ups that pop up. The solar eclipse is a can't miss for millions. We're all going to be doing it. Okay, path of totality, blah, 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 blah. Honestly, the animals were probably more anxious because of our excitement than anything else. Oh, God. Oh my God. Dude, just fucking, why can't I find the answer? Don't waste your eclipse glasses on your pet. Here we go. Don't waste your eclipse glasses on your pet. Why not? Any human who plans to look directly at the eclipse needs to wear special sunglasses, except for those few brief minutes when the moon is fully. What? Hold on. Any human who plans to look directly at the eclipse needs to wear special sunglasses, except for those few brief minutes when the moon is fully blocking the sun. That's when we don't need them? That makes no fucking sense. That's the time you need them, right? Because it's dark, but your eyes. Okay, so I don't know what the fuck. Don't listen to me on that because I'm just reading this. They're outside every day and don't look up at the sun, so there's no reason. Dude, I don't think this is. Dude, this scene. NPR, are you okay? In fact, they try to put glasses on your pet even for a photo op could likely do more harm than good. Carlson says it says stress dogs leading them to paw them off, even chew them up. Oh, yeah. I thought they were saying they could look at the sun and they could question if God's real. That's the ones who are going to be looking up. They're just going to be looking around like they normally do every day. Yeah, I guess that part makes sense. They probably would look around. Like they're not going to be like, holy shit, you know. I think if the moon started like barking at them, that would freak them out. But I think everything else is okay. So yeah, apparently you're not supposed to put them on your thing, but whether it's a clip or not, emergencies happen. Okay. I really did not enjoy that article. Yeah, so I wouldn't let your pets do it. But yeah, so I guess, do they not have the same eyes as us? I have no idea, so I'm done talking about that. So, how are you doing? How are things going? I'm doing really, really good. I've had a long weekend. I did something you might have heard of, which is called drink excessively. I haven't done that in a minute. I have not done that in a minute. But sometimes your friends have birthdays, and sometimes yeah. So, but I just luckily I don't have that that problem like thing, because it's like there's so many people that are sober that every once in a while when you're sober you're like, oh, this is fun, and then you'll want to drink and you're like, but I've been sober for this long. You're like, yeah, but you don't. The next day you don't have to like text and apologize to people. You might have to text and apologize them that you made too many like fart jokes. Like I might have to do that, but yeah, I definitely drank that amount that when you wake up you're just like, oh my god, can I start, like if it was a video game, if I would hit reset and like, let's just start over. That's how much my head hurts today. And then I was hungover and my roommate was hungover, so I was like, hey, you want to go get some like food? And then there's this place that we could walk to, and I did not check the weather. And by the time we got there, it was perfect outside. And then by the time we got our drinks, it was slightly raining. And everyone kind of did that thing where everyone looked around and we were like, okay, who's going to be the first one who's scared of water? You could totally feel like everyone was just like, it was raining, and you like it just hear it get quiet. Everyone's like, and then it kind of started drizzling and everyone ignored it. And then this one group of guys walked in and we were like, okay. And then it started lightening up and we're like, what idiots, they wouldn't say. And then it started raining hard. And we had to move from the patio that was not covered. So then we pick up all of our stuff and then we go over to like the patio that is covered. Then it started raining so hard that, you know, when you're outside, but it comes in fucking sideways. It started doing that. And then we all had to come inside. And dude, we were all eating the same food at the same restaurant. But I swear to God, when we walked inside, the inside people were treating us like we were outside people. They were like this whole thing. We're like all carrying our food. And we come and we sit down. And I looked over and this girl goes, like, I'm like, we didn't come in here and steal your food. We just came in here from the rain. And they looked at us like, what idiots? You're the idiots. No, I guess we're the idiots. They probably were looking at us like, how do you not check the weather? And I'm like, I don't live like that, you know? I feel like the only time I check the weather is if I'm a child and I'm wondering if I'm off school the next day. That's when you would like really check the weather. You would just sit there and be like, all right, is Northwest off tomorrow? No. And we had I think there was like a Northwestern. And I remember I'd be like, we're off. And my mom was like, that's a different school. I'm like, maybe they didn't know how to spell it at the place. And dude, man, there was no bigger defeat when you were a kid than when you would just be staring at that. You're just waiting. You're like, they're going to call my number. And then they're like, you got to go to school. And you're like, but Parkway's off. Like, you just dude, it would just, oh my God, it would completely irritate you. To no end. Fuck. What else did I do this weekend? Oh, I worked. Yeah, that was what I did. I worked, and then a friend had a birthday, and two friends had birthdays. And the one thing that I do like about birthdays now, because I feel like in your 20s, I would go to a lot of birthday parties, but it was like, I don't know, sometimes it would be too much. People are like, meet us at the winery, and then we're going to a winery, and then we're going to Jake's house, and then Brittany and Jake are going to get in a fight in front of everybody, and then we're all going to be like, you ride with me, and we're all like, we'll just drive our cars separately. Guys, we've been drinking all day. Shut up. That was really what we did. That was just like the times. But now that we're in our 30s, it's a lot better. And actually, my friends at these birthdays, they were friends in their 40s, it's getting even better because it's just like, you know, you kind of party, you hang out for a little bit, and then all of a sudden everyone kind of like looks at their watch and everyone yawns, and they're like, you know, there's someone like me because I'm a little young. I'll be like, hey, you guys want to go to the east side? You know, I'll kind of like try to throw that out there. And then everyone goes, no. And then I have to go, all right. But I actually, deep down, I'm like, I really do need to go home and get some sleep. But, yeah. But yeah, we drank, and then we did that. I was part of the elites. Because when you go out to a party, there's I don't know if you guys know, there are elite levels you can get to. There's the party level where everyone's at. And then people start shedding off, and then eventually you're like, you might even hang out at the bar, and then it's closed. And then from there, everyone's like, all right, we start heading home. And then there's always one hero who's like, hey guys, I don't give a fuck if anyone throws up at my house. Everyone goes to this person's house, and we're like, thank you so much. We will bring offerings. Offerings only degenerates would bring. Like, instead of frankincense, what was it? What did they bring? Incense, frankincense, other sense, myrrh. Incense? Frankincense, gold, and myrrh. Well, and we would bring, people would be like, well, I found ketamine. Or people would bring just crazy stuff, and you show up. And, but we had that like house party kind of a vibe, and we were all hanging out. And then it got beautiful, because then we all started like, you open up, you get vulnerable, you start sharing, because, we are drunk, but we're friends and we know each other. And we're bonding. And then someone pulls out vinyls. And I tell you, I listened to Limp Bizkit on vinyl, which is not something I believe even Limp Bizkit thought they were going to do when they formed. Look into these eyes. It's just really weird to hear like, I did it off with the nookie. And then eventually... like it's just it's wild how they don't like necessarily go together, like the sound of a vinyl, and then like, yeah, like a chump, yeah. But it was good. We listened to that, and then we started all dancing to Fleetwood Mac. God, those are, you know what? Do you know what's fun about like that drunk at a house party dance? Is that no one's on beat. That everyone's only doing 2 dance moves that they got. But goddamn, if we're not just proving that we can pump as much dopamine out of our fucking bodies as we can. And that's the elites. That's the elites. Those are the people that you go to their house and then you party all night and you have so much fun. And then you all slowly rise in the next morning and ask in a stupid way, you go, what are you guys doing later? What are you guys getting into? And we all have the same answer. We're like, oh, we're probably going to try not to throw up and go eat our favorite foods today. So that's what I did. And then I came home and I drank that night too. And then I found out that my roommate, she drank too. I don't know what these things are called or whatever, but apparently there's these drinks that you can like not like liquid IVs, but you drink them and it's supposed to make you, has a bunch of caffeine in it, but it's supposed to like reduce your blood. This is secondhand knowledge. But I would not recommend it because I think she said she had 2 drinks and then threw up the hardest she's had in 12 years. So I would suggest not doing it. That's the thing, is that as you get older, people will be like, dude, you should do this liquid IV. If you drink way too fucking much, you do this. And I do that sometimes. Sometimes I do a Pedialyte, but you know what, today? I just raw dogged it. I came home, made some black coffee. Just the fucking... the meanest shit. I made some black coffee, sat down, and just take a sip, have a weird nauseous feeling, and just let that go away. Because the liquid IV, all that stuff, it's like, yeah, maybe we should all just drink less. Instead of finding remedies to this, we should do it. Which I really do. I really drink so much less than I did. I used to, and what's crazy is when I would drink a lot, you would lie to yourself all the time and be like, dude, I'm not drinking that much. And I remember I had a girlfriend at the time that I was doing you're doing a lot of shows, you're doing a lot of open mics, you're going everywhere. And whenever she would come hang out, we started going around and we'd go to a show, we go to this or that and the other. And then I was like, yeah, you know what's cool is I don't really feel like I drink that much. She goes, you drink literally every night. And then you're like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh yeah, I guess I do. And that's a bad feeling when you start to realize that you're like, oh man. But then when you get sober, that's like, I feel like people, because that's the thing. I feel like there's a lot of people who go sober because they were like, yeah, I drove a go-kart into the fucking arch. I drove it into the arch and it made the arch teeter, and yeah, that wasn't good. So I had to quit drinking Everyone has like a crazy story. I'm just like, I think throwing up is for children. Like, like anytime I'm sitting there, I'm throwing up and I'm hugging a toilet, I'm like, hey, maybe Smirnoff ices aren't ours anymore. Maybe we leave those to the 20-year-olds, the 21 and blood. You know what I mean? Maybe we leave that to the youth of drinking. And now I'm in my 30s, and the only thing I really want to drink wine, but everywhere you go, I don't care where you go, and I don't care if it's a guy or a girl, but if a fucking guy goes to like a regular ass bar and orders a wine, everyone makes fun of him. And I don't care how progressive you say you are. Everyone, my progressive friends, everybody, you'll order a wine, everyone's like, okay. And you're like, all right. It just has way more alcohol, makes you feel good, makes you emotional in a way you've never really felt, kind of makes you feel like you're doubling up your emotional suit for that day. So it's really nice. So I do like that. Beer, I really don't drink anymore. I only drink that once you're at a house party, and that's all. You do that thing where you look through the fridge, and it's like, well, I'm either going to drink a Busch Light or a mayonnaise. Yeah, I'll probably drink both. Who's up for some mayonnaise? I am. What the fuck am I talking about? I should probably close this. My thing's gonna die. Oh my god. What a totality of a hangover is what I have. I'll tell you guys exactly what I'm gonna do after I do this. And it's really none of your guys' business, but I know you guys are curious. As soon as I do this, I have a handful of gift cards and money from a place called BioLife, which is a place where you donate plasma, which I don't know if you know, every time you donate plasma, you could save up to 6 lives. And I promise you, every single person who's in there donating doesn't think about that at all. If you've ever donated plasma, you're just looking around at everybody here like, overdrafted, huh? And everyone's just like, do you remember that scene in Santa Claus? I have so many Christmas references right now. Did I get so drunk I slept through fucking 6 months? It's not even the total eclipse. It's December right now. Oh my God. Dude, I don't even remember what I was saying. Oh yeah, but so once I get done with this, I got these little gift cards and I'm gonna go and eat so much. Like how much, that's what's weird is that after you drink so much, you do have to feel better. And the only way to really do that is with like greasy, shitty food. Cause you are going to feel shitty, but it's like, I don't know. It's like a Band-Aid for your tummy, it's like, but then as soon as it's over, you'll have the worst shits of your life. You'll call in work to sick. You'll call in sick to work. I am very, very tired. Hey, listen, I can't come into work today. Hey, listen, sick, I can't come into work today. You know what I mean. Anyway, what's going on? I should have probably plugged my shows up top, but I didn't. But I have shows coming up this weekend. I will be in Illinois at a winery. I should probably figure out which one, but I don't have those in front of me, and I'm not going to look because we're getting to the end of the episode. But I do have shows coming up there, and then I will be at Janesville, Wisconsin. Come to Janesville, Wisconsin to see me April 19th and 20th. 3 shows, 2 on the 20th. And it's 420 there, but weed's not legal, so we're not allowed to it'll just be a stand-up show. And then the next week I will be on the road with, I'm so excited. It's my first road date with him since we did our show in St. Louis. I'm opening for Randy Feltface, which you have to check out because, and I'll be honest, as a comic, you'll see something like that. You'll see someone who's like, they're doing stand-up as a puppet. And I don't feel like I'm an elitist. I like all different kinds of comedy. I like wild, weird shit. But as soon as you see like a puppet, sometimes all of us go, okay, what's going on? Like sometimes if someone pulls out a guitar, there's like 30% of comics that are like, what the fuck? Before you even play a note. If you have a puppet, the whole room's like, what's going on? But dude, he fucking absolutely kills it, dude. The guy, I don't know if he wants me to say his name, because that's the thing too, is I've done shows with him, and he's like, he tries to stay like not completely anonymous. Like, he will meet people, but he's like, I don't try to post on the social media. I want people to know what I look like, because I'll go out in the audience and like watch. And I'm like, that is the best, because I get to do the same thing, because I'm known to nobody. So no matter, even if I'm headlining, I get to watch from the back of the room. Like, it is nice to be at a headlining level where when they say, come on and keep it going for your headliner, and they'll say my name and people will look around confused. They're like, I guess I thought I would have some recognition. It's not Roseanne? Okay. Oh, that guy kind of looks like Roseanne. Okay. I look like Rose Zempic. Dude, everyone's on it. Dude, that's what's crazy, is everyone's on Ozempic. And I tell you what, I don't know the side effects of that, but it can't be good. And I'm hoping it's not that all of a sudden, there's just going to be, I feel like what's going to happen is there's going to be one super beautiful skinny person, and they'll be standing there and be like, I know, and I've been doing it for so long, and I feel so good. And all of a sudden, they're like, yeah, I just, oh, that was weird. Yeah, I used to weigh 7,000 pounds. What was that? And then this person's just like literally just like becomes so fat that it's like we can't, like, there's people who haven't taken Ozempic, we're just like fucking running, you're like climbing up people as their fat like expands, and you have to get up to the top, and you try to reach for your friend, but they died in the fat. So it's gonna be like when the tides go out, you're like, oh man, and then that's when the tsunami hits. So it's gonna be like zombies. It's gonna be like, oh, zombie Zempic. That's what it's gonna be. And these people who take it. And hey, if you take it, I know nothing about it. So fucking, you have all of the facts and I have zero. The fact that I have is that I know that it's called that and that people take it. And that is my extent of what I know about Ozempic. This episode is actually sponsored by Ozempic. So please get fat and then buy Ozempic. Dude, it's not going to be long before people are like, can my dog take it? Can my dog have abs? Would that bother anybody if dogs just are fucking, you go by those outdoor gyms and fucking dogs are just doing curls? Dogs become wolves again because of Ozempic. They're like, we got to take it back. Just watching little chihuahuas just become fucking, go back into the wilderness again. Can you do that? I guess we could. If we've taken wolves and made them into chihuahuas, can we take chihuahuas and make them into the Taco Bell spokesman? We can, and we have done it, because it's America, land of the free, home of the gay, mostly monster trucks, which I'm gonna buy one day. You watch. I swear to God, I'm gonna have a Bob monster truck, and it's gonna be out of gas a lot. I did that the other day. That was something I did. I have my new car. I've been taking such good care, and I got to half tank, and I was like, I should fill it up, but hey, I'm a busy guy, can't be bothered. Wait till the next day. Hey, it's getting a little lower. And I looked down, and there's always bars that show you how low it is. There was 0 bars. And there's always that moment where you kind of just sit with your car and you're like, I'll really never know exactly how much gas is in you, but I feel like we're going to make it. And I just fucking went on this outer road right down the hill, cruised in. And I'll never know if I was about to run out of gas or whatever, but I'm so glad I didn't find out miles before, because I've been on the road and found out like at a toll. I've literally been like almost out of gas, turned, paid the toll, and my car went at the toll. And then I had a guy, he got out. I was like, come help me. And he helped me, and he pushed my car. I threw him one of my at this time I gave like business cards out. I'm like, I'm a comedian, Mr. Business Comedian. And so I handed this guy one of my cards. And he was like, okay. And we just went our separate ways. And I'd like to say I never heard from him again, but I did get his card, and his buddy hit me up and he goes, dude, are you really a comedian? I just looked up your stuff. Ha ha ha. And I'm like, yes, I am. And then I think he sent me middle finger emojis and then went on his way. As you do sometimes. But hey, go watch the Totality. This is a shorter episode this week. I am going to go eat maybe emos. the square beyond compare. Good night.